Alright guys, so this is video 1 of 4. Sorry it took me a while to get to it, but I'm going to run through all of the classes, let you guys see all the different skins. My partner in crime is a little busy right now, so I can't really get you the in-game skin like I wanted to, because these skins actually look a lot more badass in-game. So, some of you have seen me wearing it if you've recently played with me, but still, I'll let you guys get a good look at the others. $70 worth. You want to make sure you like what you're getting. So, obviously, I play nothing but Rifleman. You guys know this. Medic a little bit, so we're going to start with the Rifleman. Rifleman gets this skin, obviously, the Strike Team skin. It's pretty badass. Loving it. Get you the full 360. And he comes equipped with the FY103 City. Not too sure if you can read the lettering on there. It's kind of bright, popping out. But basically what it is, the damage is 87. There we go. Range is 17, RPM is 620, accuracy 31, hip 18, clip size is 30. Now all in all, you think this thing would be hella beast, but unfortunately it inherits the same fucking problem as the basic FY103, or even just the 103 in general. Kicks like a mule. If someone has got the time and feels like mastering this weapon, it will be pretty badass. I mean, mid-range, short-range, it's just Rape City. It's an amazing gun. Mid-range, short-range, you're going to win 99% of your fights, dude. It's just disgusting. Amazing gun. But long-range, since it does inherit that upward climb, it gets a little shaky and gets a little hard to control. Here's all the attachments you can have on it. As I go through all the weapons, I'll show you how the weapon reacts to each attachment. Same with the other classes. Obviously that's the bayonet, so it ain't going to make a whole hell of a difference. There's the assault silencer. And then we'll go shared grip and red dot sight. So as you can see, that was just a short burst, and look at how that thing starts to get away. Now that's not me trying to modify the aim at all. That's just me aiming on sight, pulling the trigger. Now if I try to modify the aim and actually aim lower and then slightly hold the stick down, you can see it does get a lot more manageable. But again, long range, this is like a burst fire gun. You don't even want to really try to go full auto in a stressful combat situation. You're moving, they're moving, there's just a lot of things that get factored into it, a lot of variables, which most go against you because this gun is kicking like crazy. So you put yourself at a huge disadvantage just trying to even fire full auto at long range. There's really no point. You're better off doing this. And since it does do 87 damage, you are capable of taking the target down by burst firing. Most of my kills with that Scar crown that I had for 2 weeks were burst fire kills, long range. When I got in close, full auto, mid-range, full auto, center mass, but long range, the gun definitely shines when you use just single fire. And the fact that it does 87 damage, you can actually compete. You'll actually be able to take down targets. You won't have to worry about them going full auto and beating you in a straight out gunfight because it does so much damage. This gun is going to be 2 to 3 shots, they're dead. I would like to think 2, but seeing as how the Scar was 90 and it was a 2-shot, I'm not really thinking this gun at 87 damage is going to be able to drop him with 2 shots. I'm thinking more 2 or 3 shots. But I mean, you can see exactly how fast you can fire this thing. Burst, just sitting there bursting it. And it's dead on. So definitely something to consider. I mean, if you want to use it, go long range with it, burst fire. I mean, you can tap this thing pretty quick without it getting away. It just stays right on point. And keep in mind that's also using the shared assault grip. Assault Gripod seems to have a little bit better fine aim accuracy, and then obviously prone accuracy. This thing doesn't hardly move. You see it gets a lot better. But I've noticed with the difference between the assault grip and the assault Gripod is I've actually seen it where it seems like it aims a little bit better. It seems to decrease recoil a little more, seems to feel a lot tighter. The only problem is it gets this like sticky feel. See how slow it's aiming right now? Like, it gets a real tight, sticky feel. Almost feels like it lowers your sensitivity, but at the same time, it compensates by making the weapon a lot more manageable. So it's really, I would say, assault gripe pod when you want to fine aim and when you want to go prone. But if you're going to be on the move and shooting from the hip and fine aiming, then you're going to want to go the assault grip. It just makes it a lot more manageable than doing both. So now we'll switch over to the assault gripe pod, and we'll go over to the assault suppressor, because with this assault silencer on, that actually is supposed to decrease too, like make it more manageable, but don't really do too much. But now there's without the silencer. It's got a badass sound to it when this thing rings out. Very distinguishable, like all AKs. The first thing they teach you in combat, you know what the weapon sounds like. As you can see, I'm just like getting carefree with these targets and just spraying them. Like if I actually wanted to, I could probably drop the majority of these targets real fast. I'm just going careless with my ammo right now. See, so you can actually get a lot of kills with just one mag as long as you're conservative with your ammo. I wasn't planning on going to these scopes because it's hard enough with a red dot, but just to give you an idea, I was going to fire with a sight on it. Only time you'd really want to use this sight is if, like I said, you're going to go long range and you want to do this tap shot. It's going to be perfect. So my recommendations for the gun, if you're going to go long range, throw this scope on and single shot. The rest of the scopes, I don't even really want to get into because they're not as, not as good. The reflex sight is, The main sights you're going to want to use on this gun or any Rifleman gun are going to be the red dot, the advanced assault, and the MCA if you have it. If you have the MCA, that's basically going to render the advanced assault scope and the basic machine gun scope useless. So stick with the red dot and the advanced. But all in all, I mean, it's a beast of a gun if you can just get used to it. It's going to take some getting used to going long range and not just pulling off your whole mag, just firing it, single shot. But if you can get yourself in the habit of long range targets in combat using just that single shot, it'll be a beast of a weapon. And close and mid range, you're going to have no problem dropping a target whatsoever. Because the gun is just awesome, stats wise. Damage wise, it's fucking amazing. I mean, it's just 4 points off of the Scar Crown, and that's a crown weapon. So, as you can see, it has the exact same stats as the Scar Crown, except for range -3. So it's a pretty good gun. Just got to get used to that recoil. And actually, I didn't show you guys, but when you move, it actually gets a little less accurate as well. You notice it kind of gets somewhat of a sway. Try to watch where the bullets are actually hitting, and you'll see what I'm talking about. See where the red dot is, and see where the flash is, the muzzle flash where it's hitting. See how it's slightly, just like about 2 millimeters to the left or right, depending which way you're strafing. So that can really mess you up in a good close range gunfight. If you're not aware of that, you'll be slightly off target when strafing. I'll give you guys an idea of the blind fire as well. I don't want this video to go too long, but it already has. I got a little carried away shooting shit, my bad. See, as you can see, that's going to be the reaction when you're sidestepping. Aim for the head. See, as you can see, it's pretty manageable, but here's what I like to do to test out a weapon's blind fire in the hideout. I like to get myself completely off the target, and then have to make myself adjust to the target and start firing. To simulate I'm coming around a corner and I don't know where the enemy's at, rather than me just, oh, here it is, and start shooting. I like to simulate an actual combat situation where I could just be coming around, start taking fire from the left, hop up, lay into them. So as you can see, the blind fire is really good on the gun. That's what I'm saying. This thing mainly excels mid-range, short range. Long range, it will be if you single. See, all those were headshots. Alright, I think that about does it for this gun. I wish I could have got you guys the inside, the actual in-game skins. Let you guys see how they go. Maybe I'll do those later real quick. But that's basically what you get with the Rifleman out of the VIP pack. All in all, pretty good. Definitely mid-range killer, long range. If you can, like I said, if you can get used to firing it the way I showed you guys, then it'll be a beast. So I guess up next, I'll do the engineer, because Bang has really been wanting to see what that VEC 5 can do. But that's it for the Rifleman, guys.